Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So as you know, on this channel sometimes I talk about different TV shows, and I want to talk about a show. I'm laughing because it's a show I've only watched episode 1. It's called the Nevermets, and it's a TV show about people who are have been talking to people for years or months, never met them. They live in different countries. Now there's another one on YouTube channel by Oprah Winfrey Network called the Never Ever Mets. Now that one's a bit pathetic because on that show they're all from the same country. They're from America, but they live in different cities, and one person lives in the same city, but they've just lived in... That one I think is a bit staged, because if you live in the same country and you live in the same city and you've never met, then that's like, why? And I think but also they seem like they're acting. But this one that comes on what channel? I think it was on Channel 4. Interesting. So far they've only introduced 2 couples. Every week, moving forward, they're going to introduce more of the couples. I think there's 6 or 7 couples altogether. So the 2 that they talked about in this episode was the 17-year-old boy from Wales who's been speaking to a girl in India. It's his first girlfriend. I mean, they met gaming, I think they met, or online. She's 26, and it said that she was talking to him when he was 15 and she was 26. She's 28, sorry, now. She's desperate to get married. All of her family are, culturally saying, you should be settled down, you should be married by now. It's so embarrassing and cringy because he, they're doing this sort of engagement type party. He thinks it's just a welcoming party, but they're getting all the food out, and they've got all this outfit for him, and they've told her to wear a white outfit, and they're seeing it as being, he's the one. She's going to get married to him. I can see from the clips, there's loads more to go, that he isn't ready to get married to someone he's just met for the first time, and he's 17 years old, and it's his first girlfriend. But she's seen it as being, this is it for us. We've got to get married. We've got to move in together. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But I just think it's really bizarre because even his parents were sort of saying to him, are you sure you want to do this and stuff? They were encouraging him, but they were also saying, this is your first girlfriend, and you're traveling all the way to India and stuff. And I suppose it's taking a risk, isn't it? No one knows what's going to happen. I just find the whole thing really bizarre that people are saying to each other that they're in a relationship with someone they've never ever met. And I mean, this happens a lot anyway, because if you watch Catfish and all these sorts of programs, to me, because I was just thinking about when I met someone online on eHarmony, we had 3 conversations on eHarmony, and then I said to him, if you want to find out anything more, because you have the usual, what's your favourite colour, how many brothers and sisters you got, blah blah blah, these boring questions. And then I thought, I'm not going to be online investing in someone and having these long conversations. I said to him, if you want to meet me, take me on a date. And he did. He came down from London to Birmingham, and we went on a date, and then we went on a second date, then a third, and by the 3rd date he asked me to be exclusive, and I said yeah, because we already connected. The point is, talking to someone, you don't get the same energy as when you're in the room with that person, and someone who can spend, like on the other show, like I said, the Never Ever Mets, 12 years talking to someone. 12, this is no joke. How can you spend 12 years of your life talking to someone and claiming to be in a relationship when you've not seen that person? That means you haven't had sex with that person, so sexually you don't know if you're intimate. You haven't even kissed, so you don't even know how that feels to kiss the person. You haven't been around them or their family or seen their energy or nothing. How can you spend 12 years of your life just talking to a person? I just think it's ridiculous. The other couple, this couple was just, I don't even know what to say with this one. So the guy's from the Philippines, he's 27. And the woman's from, I think, Nottingham or some part of the UK, and she's 38. So already there's a massive age gap, 11-year age gap. The part that really, for me, was really disgusting, and I don't know what other people think, because both of these couples, so with the 17-year-old and the Indian girl, they spend 9 hours, they said, speaking to each other most days. They'll speak before he goes to class, they'll speak after class, they'll speak when they go to bed. This other one as well, the 27-year-old Filipino man and the 38-year-old woman from the UK, they talk to each other. She puts the phone in the bag and keeps it on with him. She was driving, but this is the most disgusting thing I think I've heard in a long time. They were FaceTiming each other, and he was on the toilet. He was on the toilet doing a number 2. What sort of people think that, why would you do that? She's driving and she's got the FaceTime on. And then he's like, is that like obsession? Is it what is it? What is it? Why can't you get off the phone to go to the toilet? Why would you be speaking to someone while you actually get on the toilet? And she was just seeing that as normal. There's something about them that's weird anyway, because they've been talking to each other for 2 years online. She keeps getting angry when he's doing things like when he goes out clubbing with his friends or whatever it is. He keeps talking about wanting to come to the UK and that sort of thing. Her friends think he just wants to go there to get into the UK. They're not matched. They're not compatibly matched. It shows a little clip where he was like touching her and stuff when she was in the car, and he went out and bought a bed, and he keeps talking about sex, and then she keeps saying, why is he touching me? Why is he touching my face? They're not, you can see, there's just nothing, there's no compatibility there. I don't know if, I mean, I have to see it more. When people engage in relationships which are, they know there's a distance. So it's like when people engage with people who are doing life in prison. It's like a safety thing, because they know that they can just write letters, they can go and visit that person, but they're never going to have a proper connection with. But with this woman, it feels like she's got some level of anxiety around relationships. And then she is because she kept like getting angry with him and saying she doesn't know she should go over to the Philippines because he's like younger, and she doesn't know this. And so she's got concerns already about like whether he's into her. And then he's saying, well, I'm living my life, I'm young and stuff. They're already starting off on a weird path anyway. But it almost feels that they've got so used to just talking to each other, FaceTiming and that sort of thing. But the connection side of it, they don't, because the fact that she was like cringing when he was touching her in the taxi and stuff was a bit weird. Because obviously if you've been speaking for 2 years and you say you're in a relationship, then obviously when that person meets you, they're going to be a bit touchy-feely with you. He wasn't like overstepping the mark. She said she didn't like the fact he kept touching her leg or whatever it is. What does that tell you then? There's no like sexual chemistry there, but also, you know, what's going on. It's an interesting show. I always watch shows like this because I just find them interesting. I want to see what's going to happen. Let me know if you guys have watched it. Let me know what you think of this whole idea of not only talking to someone the whole day. I can't even imagine doing that. I don't even do the whole, when people are doing the morning text, afternoon text, speaking at lunchtime, everyone's different as people. I want to miss someone, and I want an opportunity to like, I don't need to know that someone's on the toilet. I don't need to hear what someone is doing like before they go to bed. Do you know what I think as well? This is just me as a counsellor, I'm saying this. To me, like levels of mystery, even if you're married in a relationship or if you've just dating or whatever it is, mystery is a really important factor. Because if you're just doing the day-to-day talking about your life and all the boring stuff that you do and that sort of thing, when you're still in that dating stages, because they haven't actually met yet, so they haven't got that, they haven't established their relationship, it's going to become almost monotonous for that person, because they don't need to how can you spend 9 hours a day on the phone to someone? But also, why are you if no one needs to know, like, you know, what you're doing all of the time? Leave a bit of mystery, because then they can catch up with you. These two couples don't have catch-up time, because there's nothing to catch up on, because they're spending so much time talking with each other, and then the following day, that when they eventually meet, maybe that's why there's the awkwardness, because there's no catch-up time, because they haven't had space between each other. So let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear your views on this. But this is a really interesting show called The Nevermets, and I think it was on a few days ago, and it's on Channel 4. So let me know what you guys think about it. Thanks for watching.